Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. It's a poignant quote from the man whose legacy was celebrated all around Hampton Roads today. Norfolk's annual ceremony at Aesia Theater honoring Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was this morning. 10 on your side's Aesia Toliver was there. Aesia, a big turnout despite the cold temps.
Yeah, I mean, it was really cold out there, but people said it didn't bother them so much just because this event was just so important to them. You know, the event that started at the historic Norfolk Theater ended at the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial off Church Street as city officials led the march in solidarity. It was a reminder of the unity and peace Dr. King fought so hard for. The Aesia Theater was packed this morning as hundreds gathered to honor the legacy of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
He inspired me, to become the person I am today. When I came out this morning, I didn't really care about the weather. Coming here with my family, how far we came as a people, it really inspired me to come out.
Norfolk resident Barbara Cooper Wood even brought her grandchildren out for the celebration.
I think the younger generation should understand that, this is what we're all about, being together, nonviolence, not about fighting, bullying, any of that. It's about peace and coming together.
The lineup of speakers and performers is part of Norfolk's annual ceremony. Among those who spoke at the theater was Norfolk Mayor Kenny Alexander. He talked about how he and other city officials are fighting for social, economic, and environmental justice. The event's keynote speaker was Yvonne Delk, who's a Norfolk native and fighter for human and civil rights. She says this day comes at an urgent time.
He stood for justice, he stood for nonviolence, he stood for peace, and he stood for the beloved community. And right now, we find ourselves with forces of hatred that are rising all over the land. Even as we gather here right this minute, many are gathering in Richmond to defend their rights to carry guns rather than to defend the rights of people to have the basic rights of homes and jobs and health care.
Then dozens of people marched together, arm in arm, towards Dr. King's monument on Church Street.
I think it's a wake-up call for all of us to get ready to get involved in a very important way.
Several events like this march were held all over Hampton Roads today, as well as several services. You can find information on those events over on WAVY.com. I'm Aesia Toliver, 10 on your side.